Now let's look at the question part. Question number 3, page number 4, page 4. Question number 3 of the note sent to you. Hello, are we together?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Can we see the question? The following trust funds to be managed by Wazobia trustee were created on January 3rd, 2013 with the amount stated below. Kaulak Foundation Fund, 5,000. Ajayi Scholarship Foundation, 10,000. Laji Scholarship Fund, 15,000. On the same day, investments were made on this fund as follows. Kaulak Foundation Fund, 400 unique shares at 1 naira each were purchased at 4 naira each. Ajayi Scholarship Fund, 1 million Banga shares were purchased at 3 naira each. Laji Children Fund, 1,685,000 shares of Stoker were purchased at 55 naira each. B. Other transactions during the year were as follows. Expenses on Kaulak Foundation, 750,000. Scholarship award under Ajayi Fund cost 900,000. 400 shares in Stoker were sold for 2,500,000. Required to 1. Write all the trust fund accounts relating to this transaction in the book of Wazobia trustee, showing the fund account and investment account separately. 2. Prepare consolidated balance sheet for the fund. How do we go on from here? Hello? Do you have the knowledge of how to go about this question? We can move to the next topic. Hello?
No.
We are with you, sir. We are with you.
Oh, I don't have enough.
Now, let's look at the question. Let's solve it together and see whether we can be on the same page. Now, look at the question. You were told to open all accounts, all the ledger. That is what it means when they ask you to open all accounts, which means you are meant to open ledger for all those transactions from beginning to the end before you know what you are meant to do on the next page. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
Let us be on the same page. Let's feel ourselves. Talk. Feel free to talk. If I'm asking questions, you answer me. I can be able to know that you are still with me. Are we good to go?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
yes.
sir. We are good to go.
Abiodun, if anybody is not ready to talk, I think you should be ready to talk. Are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes. We are with you, sir. We are with you.
Hello.
Hello.
We are with you. We are with
There's
you.
no way I can be able to know whether you are on the platform or not now.
Let's start this class. It's not only Biodun that is there. Everybody is answering
Hello,
you.
can you all hear me?
No,
we can hear you.
We can hear you, sir.
Oh, wow.
Hello.
So everybody is responding, sir. We are responding,
Hi, sir. We can hear you. We can hear you.
Hello.
Build talk now. Wholly responsible. Build talk.
It seems today's class. Is it that you're having problem with your network?
I think
Are you having problem with your network?
We can hear you, sir. I think it's your network.
We are all talking. I think it's your network, sir. Wow.
Holding builder responsible. Build, call him on.
Voila.
Be like Kokoshu. What are you doing that today?
You will log out and re-log in because I can't hear all of you. As you are talking, that thing is breaking.
I don't know this kind of network you're having. No, we can hear you.
You can hear me, Abi. Should I continue?
Yes. Yes, sir. Continue, sir. We can hear you.
Okay. Okay. On this note, Wazobia trustee is there to manage funds of 3 organizations. Who are these organizations?
Kolak, Ajayi, and Laji.
We have what we call Kaulak Foundation. We are meant to open an account for Kaulak. Kaulak Foundation account. I don't want to use T format, not to waste our time, because that will take time. I will use a vertical. And what are the procedures am I going to follow on this vertical? To know the balance we are taking down at any point in time. This is it. We have debit. We have credit. Then we have balance. Apart from Kaulak, which organization again do we also have apart from Kaulak?
Ajayi Scholarship Fund.
Apart from Kaulak Foundation, which organization do we also have?
Ajayi Scholarship Fund.
We also have Laji Children Fund. We have Ajayi Scholarship Fund. Which organization again? We also have Laji Abi.
Yes, sir, Laji.
Laju Children Fund. This organization tried to give out money to Wasobia trustee. Wasobia trustee there to open an account where the money is meant to pay into. Which account are they going to open? They will open a bank account. Bank account. The bank account is for Wasobia. This is the Wasobia account, which is the bank there, where all of them are meant to make the money to. Now, for every debit entry, there must be a corresponding what? Credit entry. Is that clear? Now, Laji will pay the money into what? Kaulak will pay the money into bank account of Wasobia. How much? The money is going out from Kaulak account. How much is going out from the Kaulak account?
5 million naira, sir.
I'm with you, my people, please.
₦5,000. 5,000.
Oh yeah, please. The Kaulak is paying how much out of his own account to the bank account of Wasobia? How much is that?
5,000, sir.
$5,000. If you are not ready to go with me, I will go with myself. Then we come to bank account. That amount has been credited to Kaulak account. We come here, we have what we call Kaulak we debit it here. Which one again? Another money also what? Came out from Ajayi. How much came out from Ajayi?
10,000, sir. 10,000.
10,000. The Enlarged Children Fund.
15,000.
How much is also came out from this larger account?
15,000. 15,000, sir.
15,000, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Then we come to this side.
Please, can you all see his screen? Yeah, it's just blanco. I don't know.
Same,
Oh,
I can't
God.
see your screen too. I guess it is his network.
Ah,
He's out of the class.
voila. Hello, sir.
Now, as we are now saying, can you hear me better now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
can
We
hear.
can respond this, sir. We can hear you, sir.
Hello?
Hello, sir. We can hear you.
Let me know if you cannot hear me.
Oh, God.
Hello?
We can hear you. We can hear you. Positive. Wow. Oh,
Hello?
like this, you could do this. I hear you.
Hello?
Sir, we can hear you.
Okay, if you can hear me, please go ahead, okay? No problem. The next transaction on the table, that's what I'm trying to ask you. You need to have a better understanding of what I'm doing, not just to be posting. What is the next transaction as the question given to us is concerned?
The investment.
You will not hear you.
We're told on the same day, investments were made on this account as follows. All these are what's supposed to be telling me. I can be able to know where I'm going. You read the question for me, I will tell you what to do. That's the only way you can get it clearly. Hello?
Please, someone should tell him that it's network issue now. You shouldn't be blaming us. You should know that it's network now. The way it's just reacting as if we are just deliberately ignoring him. Just can't you say we're making the verge.
We can hear you.
Hello?
Hi.
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, we can hear you, sir.
Hello, Biodun, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. We need to type something on the WhatsApp for Mr. Wasiu. It seems
I know you are talking, but I
doesn't.
can't hear you. I don't know what is the problem with the network.
We are hearing you. Can hear you clearly. It's just for you to hear us too.
Please. I can hear you now.
Okay, thank God.
Because if you cannot hear me, there is no way I can be able to, when they do the recording, you won't hear anything. That's why I'm trying to pressurize that. I want to know whether you can hear me or not.
We can hear you, sir. We are the one not hearing us.
Should I continue?
Yes, sir.
Should I continue? Can you hear me now?
Yes. Please continue.
Okay. Now, looking at the question, what is the next transaction they want us to look into? Is on investment. What is the first investment? Let's open up the investment account. What is the first investment?
Yes.
Shares. What's the name of the shares? And it's for
Unique,
which organization?
unique shares of 400,000 for Kolak Foundation.
Okay, unique share. Unique shares. That is Kolak investment. Exactly. How many units of share do they get? What's the second investment?
The second one is
Bagam shares.
Bangam shares, Abi?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Bangam shares. That one is for which organization investment?
Ajayi Scholarship Fund.
Ajayi investment. Then the next one. The last one is what?
the last one is Laji Children Fund, 1,685,000 shares.
What's the name of the share?
Stoker.
Stoker.
Stoker shares. That is Laji investment. Now, let's now go and analyze the investment. Analysis of what? Investment. That what we do that one in our working notes. Now, this is our working note. Working note. Working note 1. What they say it happened. What is the unit of scholar unique share that scholar bought and at what rate?
400,000 at 4 naira.
400,000.
400,000 shares of 1 naira each were purchased at 4 naira.
Shares. 400,000. The shares at 4 naira each. Then that is equals to what? 400,000 times 4 naira. That's how much?
$1.6.
We're done with the first one. Second one, working note. Second working note for the investment. How many units of share do they bought for the second share?
1 million at 3 naira each.
1 million
At 3 naira each.
of which year?
Of
Langam,
yes, sir.
Langam shares. At how much?
3 naira.
3 naira. Then that's equals to how much? That is how much?
3 million.
That's 3 million. The next one, please. The third one.
1,685,000 shares of Stoker.
1,685,000
shares of Stoker.
Stoker shares. At what rate?
5 naira.
At 5 naira each. Then that's how much?
8,425,000.
685,000 8,000 times 5 million. 8,425,000. Is it correct?
Yes.
Okay. Now, this is the money they spent on the investment. The money it is who helped them to do all this investment. Wasobia did this investment on their behalf. Is that clear? Now, we now need to go back to the bank and move out the money for all this investment. How do we do it? We come here. Unique shares. Unique shares. That is called investment. The money is going out of the bank. How much is the money going out of the bank? We can go to the analysis we did to pick up the fund. This will now be, because we have updated it, this will be 1.6. That 1.6 will be 1,600 that is going out. Do you understand what we have done there, please? If you don't understand, let me know. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Then the second one is what? Bangam share.
300,000.
That is Ajayi investment. How much is for Ajayi, please?
3,000.
3,000. The last investment is what?
Stocker shares by Laji Foundation. Laji share.
Stocker shares. Laji investment. How much is that one?
8,425.
8,425. Now, the money is going out of the Now, what is the figure that is meant to go into the stocker share, please, from the bank? To recognize everything there. We are not meant to. We have done the second phase. What's the next transaction we are meant to look at?
Expenses.
Now let's look at the expenses one after the other. Let's look at the expenses one after the other, please. What are the expenses they have? What are the expenses, please?
Kolag Foundation, 750,000.
All the title the expenses. Kolag Foundation expenses, okay?
Kolag Foundation.
Let's open account for that. Kolag expenses. Apart from Kolag expenses, which one do you also have again?
Scholarship award under Ajayi Fund costs.
Okay. Scholarship award. Ajayi Scholarship award. What else again?
450,000 shares in Stoker was sold for.
Okay, we'll come back to that because there are many, about 2, 3, or 4 meant to open for that one. Do we understand? Now, how much is the figure we are meant to recognize here? I'm with you, please. Say something. How much is the Kolag expenses?
750.
Bank 750. Abi? The money is meant to go out of the bank. 750,000. Then we go to the bank. When we get to the bank, the money is meant to go out. Kolag expenses, Kolag Foundation expenses. That money is going out of the bank. Debit the receiver, credit the giver. 750. Has been debited here. We have credited the bank with that. What about the one for Ajayi, please?
900,000.
900. We don't. Bank again. 900,000. I mean, debited here. Then we go to the bank. Ajayi Scholarship Fund. Ajayi Scholarship Award. $900. Then those money has gone out of the bank. These are position as at that period. Then what else again do they say we should do? There's another one you call for me the other time.
450,000 shares in Stokers were sold for 2.5 million.
Okay. Now, for us to work on that, we need to, of course, do the workings to know what is the cost of the. I will do it in 2 ways for you. to have a better understanding of what we are doing. Now, look at this one, working note 4. Cost of total shares disposed. How many units?
450,000 units. 450,000.
450,000. 450,000 shares. We are looking at the cost, not the sales value now. 450,000 shares. How much did they purchase the total shares initially? How much did they purchase the total share? 5 naira.
5 naira.
At 5 naira. Then automatically this will now be 450,000 times 5. The cost of that investment is what? 200 and what?
2,250,000 naira.
Then the proceed on that investment will now come here. We are going to go to the investment account to remove this amount from there. Let's go to that token. Maybe they sold the token shares, Abi?
Yes, sir.
Where is the token? Now, this is the token disposal. Disposal. The unit of what they dispose is what? The cost of that investment that they dispose is how much now? 2,250, Abi? Is it correct?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're correct, sir.
Okay. Now, let's note the balance. This minus this is equal to this plus this minus this. The balance of the share they have in-house is what? 6,175 naira. That is the value of the share they have now. Is it clear? Now, we now move from there. We open disposal account, investment disposal account, which I'm putting here. Investment disposal account. Okay. Now, looking at this, let's go to that what? Token shares account. Money, this investment that went out. Token shares. How much is it? You've credited it here. Is that not so?
Yes, sir.
It has been credited here. We move it. We also debit it in the disposal account. Then there is a particular money that went to the bank account. How much do you dispose the investment? The investment you dispose, the stoker's share you dispose, how much? How much do you realize on it?
2.5 million, 2,500,000.
2,500,000. That's 2005.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this money that has been credited here is going to be debited to the bank account. We now come to the bank to say investment disposal account. That one is coming to this place. Okay? The money in the bank has gone up. Why here? Look at it. Which other transaction we are meant to produce? We are meant to post now. Do we have anything to post again? Hello? Is that the last transaction?
Yes, sir.
Now let's now balance all the accounts from the beginning to the end to know what to post. Now we have started from the what? Cowlard Foundation account. What is the closing balance? This one is already having the closing balance. We have the what? The balance of 5,000, balance of 10,000, balance of 15,000. In the bank, we have balance of 17,000. We've done this one. The investment, let's balance the investment also. This one, this minus this. We have balance of what? This one here. Here, we also have balance of this minus this. We have balance of this as your balance, closing balance. Then here we have this one, we have 6,750. Now let's go to the upper part here. Now under the column, you need to know the account that this one is going. This one is going to income and expenditure account. How much is the money going out? For income and expenditure, this is 7 point. That is where it's going. At this end, we have no balance here. This minus this. Then this plus this minus this. That's 0. We don't have any balance in this account again. Then we also come here. This one is also going to which account? Income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure. What we have here, this minus this equals to this plus this minus this. That's 0. Then here, do we have any balance here, please? This minus this. Down here, we have this plus this minus this. You have what?
250,000.
250. That 250 is meant to come to which account? Income and expenditure account. which is 250. That 250, you write this one down. Okay, so to be here, 250. This will not be zero. We have posted all the accounts. The next account to open is income and expenditure what? Statement of income and expenditure. Statement of income and expenditure. Now this one, okay. Now, the income side, income. Now, looking at the information up there, which one will represent the income? Which one is the income? That is gain. This is what they call gain. Gain on disposal. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
This is the gain you have made. You bought that stock shares at rate of what? 2,250. You sold it at rate of 2,500. You made 250 naira what gain. Then gain on what? Investment what? On gain on what? Investment disposal.
Yes, sir.
Investment how much is the gain?
250.
Yeah. Any other income again? Do we still have any other income?
No.
No. Then we move down. Expenditure. What are the expenditure we have here? What are the expenditure?
Ajayi Scholarship Award.
Thank you. God bless you. We have Ajayi Scholarship Award. Ajayi Scholarship Award. How much is that?
900.
900. Where is that 900? Where is it from? Okay, you can see it here. Okay. We also have another one. What's that one?
Colac expenses account.
Colac, thank you. Colac expenses. How much is that?
5,000.
Is it 5,000 or 7,000?
750, 750, sir. 750.
Now, any other one? Any other one? No. Then
No,
add all
sir.
this. When we add all this together, we are going to have some of here we have deficit of deficit of 1,400 deficit. Any question up to this level, please let me know. Don't understand. Then what's the last one they asked us to prepare? We prepare all the accounts. Be part of say we should prepare considerable balance sheet. That is statement of financial position. Statement of financial position as at what date, please? What's the date? As at what date? This was given in January. That should be at the end of the year. As at
December
December
20.
first, which was under the end of their financial year. Now, there are different ways in which this can be prepared. We have cash basis and accrual basis. But as this is concerned, the way the question is being structured, we are meant to use cash basis to prepare financial position. In our next, I will discuss with you. I've discussed with you statement of financial, what do you call it? It's someone now. Abi? Have I sent you the notes? Yes, I forwarded the note to you. If someone,
Yes,
what
sir.
if someone, yes. Now, on that note, I'm using cash basis to prepare this. I'm going to start from the cash liquid assets. Liquid assets. Now, let's go. Assets. Woo! Now, the first liquid asset is what? Bank. How much is our closing balance in the bank? This is it. The next one is what? Investment. Consolidated one. Can you give me the investment one after the other? The investment one after the other. Unique. unique shares that is for Kaolack. How much is the investment? The first one. People are not talking again. No problem. I have balance of 16,000 here. The second person is what?
Shares.
Bank shares. That is for who? That is for Ajaya.
Yes, sir.
How much is that?
3 million. 3 million.
Okay. Who is the last one? Kavi.
Stocker shares for Laji.
Yes. That is for Laji. How much is that? The closing balance of that investment is how much? Well,
6,000.
oh, yes. The total of the investment will be how much now? We have sum of any other thing to come to this side. Any other?
No, sir.
We add all this together. This is total asset. Is it clear? We have done for the first one. Now let's look at the liability side. Liability. For the liability, what do we have? We have fund and reserves. What are the funds we have? Fund now, please. Can you give me the fund? Funds. Hello? What are the funds we have? We have Kaolack Fund.
Kaolack Foundation Fund.
Kaolack Foundation Fund. How much is that?
5,000.
5,000. Let's see where witness it. 5,000. The next one is what?
Ajayi Scholarship Fund.
Ajayi. Scholarship Fund. That one is how much?
10,000.
10,000. And the last one is what?
Laji Children's Fund.
Laji Children Fund. That one is how much? 15.
15,000.
This is the total fund we have. That's 30,000. Nabi? Then we have deficit, Abi. Is that not so?
Yes, sir.
Deficit how much?
Painful.
Does it balance?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is total fund and liability. Any question, please? Any question?
No question.
Absent of no question, I'll forward this one to you,
Thank you, sir.
which you are meant to work on. Please try to go through it. Our next class, are we together? We are meant to look into what we call cash office and cash management, which we will look at in our next class in terms of the revenue being collected by the organization, by the government. How do they manage it? Who are responsible for the keeping of it? What are things they are meant to do in the cash office in terms of conciliation, in terms of keeping of cash revenue, in terms of managing of public assets? We are meant to look into that, and how to write a report. We are meant to look into that before we now move to what we call parastatals. And in discussing the parastatals, I will also need to discuss some IFSAs with you. That's why I forwarded those IFSAs to you. You can be reading them along, because I will need to discuss what IFSA 2, I will discuss IFSA 3, I will discuss IFSA 17, I will discuss what IFSA 13. Okay. Before I can be able to move forward to solve other questions. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Very clear.
Thank you very much for part of today's class. Look into this. When we are meant to see if you have any question, you can forward to me, or you ask me when we are meant to look next week. But this is to level when we release you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
All right.
Amen.
Good night,
Thank
sir.
you very much, sir. Good night, sir. Thank you, sir.
I will forward the solution to you now.
Okay, sir.